for a part of my stream, and that's I'm gonna be working on the heavy bag back there. And to start off, I'm gonna be doing some warm ups where I warm up my shoulders and stuff just by doing some jumping jacks. And then I'm gonna wrap up my hands and put on the gloves, and I'm gonna beat on the bag for 5 rounds of 3 minutes. And I have a app on my phone. It's called a boxing interval timer. And I've already set it up and everything, and I use it every time I do any of this, where it just dings a bell, and it gives, and you set up how long you want the round, which mine's going to be for 3 minutes, and then you set up how many rounds, and I set mine up for 5, and then you can actually set up rest time in between, which is a minute in between each round, just to kind of sit around and rest for a minute. So I'm gonna leave the mic turned up. I'm not gonna put any music on or anything, and y'all can just observe me work out. So there we go. All right. Alright, now it's time to throw on the gloves. But first you gotta wrap your hands. See? It's super important you always wrap your hands. We're doing any type of boxing or anything, you don't want to ruin your hands. You don't want them to fall in on themselves. You gotta have pressure. Take my ring off. Super important to keep pressure up on your hands. Cross over, do some X's. Make sure you get to the knuckles. Super important. Because you got a lot of little bones in your hand. If you start beating on that bag, you're gonna start bruising stuff, maybe even breaking stuff, because your hand doesn't have enough pressure to hit stuff that hard. It'll just start collapsing in on itself. The next thing you know, you're gonna have an achy ass hand and start developing some stuff. You're gonna have to start taking medicine. It's not gonna be any fun. Make sure you wrap around the thumb too. You want to get around there. And I usually just spend the rest of my time just wrapping around the wrist, because I have not weak wrists, but more likely to get messed up. That's how I feel anyways. Maybe everybody's like that, but that's how I feel. And I use 16-ounce boxing gloves just because they're heavier, so I feel like I get a better shoulder workout, if anything else. And just do that other hand the same way. I just start off around the wrist first. Just kind of start off a good base. Then I'll go around the middle of the hand a couple times. Then I'll go back around the wrist and up over the pinky, then come around here and make an X. Then you do the ring finger. Then you make it across the index, make an X again. You want to keep your hand like this the whole time. You don't want to do this, you want to do this, so that way when you do squeeze, it increases pressure on your hand. Come back across and to the index, and also around the finger again. Come back around. We go over the, actually do it like that. Come across. The thumb always trips me up. If you don't do it just right, it kind of gets weird. There we go. Come across here. And just wrap the knuckles up. Sit back down. Wrapping those knuckles. And then I just use the rest, kind of wrapping up my wrists some more. You know, you sit in an office chair all day typing and stuff, you don't notice your joints getting weaker. I remember I used to ride like a road bike, like a cycle. I used to be a cyclist. and go on like 40-mile trips. But when I first started out, I go on like little 10-mile trips, and they have these shoes you put on that have hooks in them to hook the pedals, so that not only are you pushing, but you're pulling it up at the same time, so it saves energy. And you have to like twist your ankle like this to get them out. Like, you gotta lift and pull up. And I didn't have enough ankle, even though I've worked out all my life. I've played football, all this stuff. In fact, I was working on the dock at the time, so I was like probably in the best shape of my life other than high school. And I couldn't pop my ankle out of it, and would just come to a stop and fall over in the road every single time. So sometimes you just underestimate the fact that your joints and stuff are like really weak because you never use them. So you want to protect your wrists and your fingers and stuff, because I mean, unless you're a professional boxer, they just really have no strength to them or anything. So you hit it wrong, and your hand will go boop like that. You do that one time, and you're going to be out for like a week or two, maybe even longer, because you're just going to like sprain your arm. Alright, I'm going to get my timer set up. Get some water ready. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the app I'm using is called Boxing Interval Timer. So, see, it just sets it up to like 3 minutes, 5 rounds. You just hit start. I gotta get my gloves on first. Sit it over here so I don't ding too hard into the microphone. Alright. Alright, so that's the first round. But the most important thing you want to do is just keep moving. You don't want to hit it and then walk away and just bob around for like a minute and a half. You just want, if anything, just always just at least throw a jab. Just one to it until it's over. You know, you don't have to do all the extra stuff, but just one to it. Alright, coming up on round 2. Oh wait, we got our 1 minute period. That's right. So. Just shake out your arms. you know, different rounds I like to do different things. So like this is maybe like a warm up for me the first round, whereas in the second round I might work on being close up, kind of pushing off, doing body shots. Whereas like my third round I might work on just doing this and hitting and just going from there and moving around. And like the fourth round I might work on coming in and coming back out, like getting away type stuff. And usually the fifth round is just an all-out round for me. Alright, so here's round 2. Alright, that's round 2. I got a minute of rest. Like I was working on my inside, where it's going to be body shots. You're going to be throwing hooks. Just make sure you shake out your arms and get ready for round 3. Round 3 is going to be moving around. Not going to be hitting as much, but you're going to be moving around. And a lot of that's just footwork, really. I know you can't see my feet, but like evading is coming in and setting up your foot just right, because if you don't set your foot just right, you're going to end up with not a platform, and you're going to hit. And if they hit you, they're going to knock you off balance. You want to be ready to come in and hit and immediately go to the left, right, or go back, or dip, dive, and duck. Alright, so here we go. use your jab to keep distance. Alright, it's round 3, round 4, we're going to be working on long range. Working on, like I just said, setting up distance. Just coming in, tapping, maybe that. Not as many hooks, not as many body shots, just hopping like that. Just keeping distance. Alright, round 4. And if your shoulder gets tired, you don't always have to be up here protecting your chin. You can put one down. Just try to, like when you're really boxing, just try to keep your shoulder up like that. At least try to cover some of your chin. Or rest your shoulder. So sometimes I'll box doing that. I'll do some heavy back work if my shoulder gets tired. Do something like that. And one thing else, when you're doing heavy back work, when you go to hit, you don't want to push through. You don't want to go and hit the bag, then just keep going. You want to pop back as fast as you can. That's where the power comes from. Just hitting as fast as you can. You want to pop. You want to snap back as fast as you can. You don't want to do that. That will mess up your hands and your shoulders. Definitely shoulder fatigue. You just want to, like that. You're not necessarily hitting real hard, but the power's there. Like, this is going to be felt. Switch it up a little bit. Alright, it's round 4, going on to round 5. Round 5 is basically freestyle mode. 30 minutes of doing whatever you want to do. Got 20 seconds. And remember to breathe too. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. You'll pass out, hurt yourself. Alright, here we go. Got real low there for a second. I think I was aiming for his kneecaps. Let's pull this out from the wall a little bit. Alright. Alright, we got 30 more seconds. Alright, that's it. I remember once you get done, don't forget you gotta stretch. You know, try to do like a dynamic workout when you first start. But at the end, you definitely want to do like a static stretch at the end, so don't forget to do those. And don't forget to hit me up on Twitter. I got it up in the upper right hand corner. Hit me up on Twitter. Make sure you follow me so you can see all the updates and stuff as far as what I'm going to do, because this isn't my last stream of the day. I'm going to do a couple more streams today. And I want to make sure y'all can be a part of it. So just make sure you stay updated on Twitter for me. And I'll see y'all later.